everybody, my name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Spin Fishing character. Today, decided to come back out to Volkov, see what we can do. I do have something going on for that four-letter W word, so I may be a little bit in and out, but just got started. That pike was the first catch of the day, probably been out for about a minute or two. So just not even really getting to the inner flue area like I like to fish, but gotta fish at least, so we'll see what we can do. Maybe a little distracted today. My audio sounds a little bit different. I did mess around with it a little bit, so we should be good there, but just for awareness there. If things sound a little bit different, let me know if it's bad, good, anything like that. Just did some minor changes to my microphone settings. Might have quieted my voice down just a touch because I noticed it was getting a little bit hot in some of the other videos. Fish. I did take a look at Quarry before I got started. Not a lot of good stuff at the cafe. That's why I came over here. Got the snatchers on the two HSVs, the blue snatcher 002, and then I put the Dodger crank on the Mosquito just to see what we can get with that. Wasn't a lot of good stuff looking at VK today either. There was a couple of spots over at Winding that I thought about, but decided against them. Wasn't in the mood since I'm half distracted to be trying to actual spin fish. Or straight retrieval type stuff, or at least where I'm trolling here, if I'm reading stuff, instant messages, things like that for the four-letter W word, I can still be fishing without really having to pay attention. Another smallish pike. That was at least a marker, though. Sorry about that. Was responding to a quick message. Looks like we got a fish over on 2. that's an nope, small ladoga. I'm gonna say I thought it was an asp, but I was wrong. I'm okay with that. Fish over on one. I heard it jump. Good. Screw this game sometimes. The amount of fish that pop off these good hooks is scary. And that was even right, shift right clicked. It's amazing how many people say that prevents that, but it doesn't. Control right click, I said shift right click. I was shift clicking, so I guess that was kind of my fault, but that was a small enough fish that it shouldn't have mattered. That's just frustrating, the amount of fish got away I have on this account. Fishy fish. Another pike. 1.5 at least. That'll do. Something over on 2. I'm just going to shift right click, or shift click this in. Got a fish on both rods. Grab this fish real quick. Small pike, I think. And it's marker. Or flag tagged, whatever you want to call it. That green check mark. He's an asp. into the shore like I always do. That was just pure distraction. Did see a fish over here, so I'm going to grab that before I push up, push back, push off. Get another pike, another small pike. We do have some storms in the area, so hopefully things go well. Had a really good hailstorm earlier today, about 2 hours ago. Luckily, the dog decided he didn't want to go for a WALK in the rain, because if we went for our usual one, we would have gotten dumped on with a lot of hail that would have hurt. And I've got aluminum siding on my house, so it was just ping, 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 ping for a long time. And then when we finally did the walk, the street was covered in leaves that had been knocked off the trees. Yeah, there's fish on one. Another small pike. There's a fish. Looked like a good one, so I control right clicked a couple times to try and make sure I don't lose it. Couple kilo pike, 2.5. Away from shore. Oh, fish. I really hope I'm getting some robot-y game audio. Really hope that's just a wireless connection. That's what it sounds like. But apologize if it's not. I'll have to look at it after recording here. It actually might be just my side. I'm digging the little wireless dongle out of what I thought was a couch hole, and it turns out it was behind me, so wireless signal is having to go through my body, so I'm not surprised. My larger end was in the way. Picked up the wrong rod there. Another decent pike. Looks like it's gonna be a pikey day. Come on, fishy fish. Come on, fish. Let's go fish. And we're not as bad as I thought. We're 11 fish in 17 minutes. Thinking we were a little bit further along than that. Come on, fish. This is a little bit painful. Little perch. Come on, fishy fish. Of course, when I get a fish, I get two of them at once. Small pike on 3. Small something over here on 2. Another small pike. Making sure that one was locked in. That was a good sound. Had a hand off the keyboard while I was scratching my back for a second, right as that fish bit. The fact that it pulled drag is a good sign. It's not an amazing fish, but best one so far. Noticing I'm not seeing a lot of good fish in chat either, so I'm not the only one. 3 or 4 kilo, 4.8, not bad. 22,000 XP because of happy hour. And again, this is a free to play account. Right now, we're in the middle of the 6th anniversary party of Russian Fishing 4, so everyone's getting a happy hour period a day. That's a good, probably 30 silver fish right there. Sorry for the Windows noises. All right, work stuff's done. Good. Oops, wrong button. Meant to hit R, hit 4. Was putting my phone down after chatting. Another team was doing some work and just kind of wanted some eyes on my side of things, just to make sure they didn't affect anything, which I appreciate. Another marker pike. Come on, fish. Decent perch. 757. That was not the mic that had weird voice noises. That was my voice that had weird noises. I think the wind and the rain and the hail knocks them falling out of the trees. Is the right side of my nose is all kinds of stopped up like it gets when my allergies get bad. And my right eye's watering a little bit too, so definitely some good old allergy stuffs. Let's try something. We're gonna turn around. Let's take the clip off this and just see if having it further from the boat matters. Shouldn't matter. I've been reading some forum things that have confirmed by the devs that right now the boat motor noises, there we go, don't really impact fishing when you're trolling, so shouldn't matter anything casting it further, but we'll give it a try. Might make it go a little deeper, but on a 15-meter cast, I'd be surprised. There we go. Of course, it's on the small rod, but I may have to chase this thing. I'm only trying to reel when it gives me a reason to. When we were both going in opposite directions, it didn't make sense. Now that I'm going somewhat towards it, it makes sense to be reeling. I am going to kind of wide circle it a little bit. Trying to keep it away from my nemesis, the footbridge over there. You don't know what I mean by that. I have a lot of trouble when I finish the turn. We'll see it here. Getting underneath that footbridge over there when I have a fish on the line. That's a big old zander. 2-3 kilo zander. 2.618. Not a bad fish. But for some reason, whenever I have a fish on, getting between the footbridge there at the end of my rod is such a struggle. So wanted to try and make the fish go either up that way or back up through the inner flue here. away from the shore. Fish on two. Not an amazing one, but it'll do. I think it's about a 1 kilo pike. 1.229. Come on, fish. Well, 19 fish, 35 minutes basically. Not the best day. I'll turn around one more time here through the interflow, and then I may do a loop around the map at night. See if we get anything. I'll probably pause though, because I don't expect to get much when the sun goes down here. I'll do one more up and down here in the interflow beforehand. There's a fish over on two. Worthless tiny pike. Oh, got a little bit lucky there. I realized I hadn't actually locked this reel. Which made me want to check every other reel. Make sure I wasn't an idiot. Guess I'll turn the light on so we can see a little bit better. And turn. Another small pike, it looks like. Come on, give me one good fish. One more good fish. Small asp. Just wanted to check on those two. Alright, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do a lap around the outside of the map here. I'll probably pause it just because I don't expect much through that time as far as fish goes, but I think that's going to make the most sense. So if we happen to hook into something, I'll be back here in a second. Otherwise, we'll be back when I get to town. So see y'all in a few minutes. All right, we're back. This is actually taking a lot longer than I thought it would take to get around. We are basically on the other side of the footbridge, and it's what, 4 or 5 hours later, and we got that small asp. So nothing major there. So we're over here. Don't want to continue all the way around to the city. We'll see if we get anything as we get closer to the railroad bridge with the sun coming up here. I'm gonna go ahead and pause, but didn't want to miss that small asp since I didn't know exactly what it is. So we'll pause. We'll be back if we get anything good or when we get back to town. And we're back again. We're over here by the railroad bridge. Got another fish on. Again, don't know what it is. We're definitely past our 1 hour happy hour. Looks like a small catfish. Yep. Tiny worthless small catfish. These snatchers have had basically no interest this whole time. So again, I'm going to go ahead and pause one more time and we'll come back if we hook anything. I'll try and go through the deep hole here and then head back to town. So back in a few. And we're back not too long later. One of the snatchers finally got a bite. You can tell how long it's been because of how low my food and comfort are. It's like the other snatcher just got a bite too. Decent pike. Saw rod 2 jump, but I didn't get a good look at what was on it. It's getting a little bit late too. It's almost 9:30 my time, so you want to get back to town here. Another 1.5 kilo pike. So just to give you an idea of how long it's been, where is my boat ticket? So I bought the 3-day boat ticket today and started using it. We're an hour and 21 minutes, or an hour day and 21 hours left. There we go. That's what I meant to say. So we're 3 hours into the day so far. And I do want to try and go through the deep hole over here just to see if we happen to get a bite. No, there's nothing there. I thought I paused, and I evidently didn't. I just looked up and realized that. Whoops. Luckily, I didn't start playing music or anything like I have been doing around the corner there. Decent little zander here. 1 kilo zander. Not quite a marker, though, unfortunately. And I forgot to mute again. Or pause again like I thought I did. That time I at least didn't say I was going to, but looks like another bite on one of the snatchers. Another zander. Non-marker though again, unfortunately. The dog stopped snoring. He was chasing something there for a few minutes in his dreams. About to record the dog snoring, but since he stopped, no reason to. Small marker pike there. About 4 game hours into the second day. It was about 7 a.m. that I got started, so. Again, not the best day today, in my opinion. We'll see if something changes or if I've got a fish that I don't think I've got a good fish on, but it's always possible. We got the 4.8 kilo fish, so it's not going to be a horrible day, but it's also not going to be a good day. I don't think it is. Yeah, I forgot about the zander. I don't know. We'll see. Curious. Do zander show up? Nope. Still rarity of the species common. Same for catfish. Something new they added in one of the recent patches, and I have yet to see anything that's not common. Moanfish. Upside down snoring dog. That's a good sound. I'm actually all tabbed out, so I don't even know which rod it is. Of course, it's a small rod. Don't know what started playing there. I was as scared as you all were there. That's a decent ladoga? No, decent pike. 3 or 4 kilo? Just shy of 3. Let's get out of the cattails here. I think I swung my spoon around and smacked the water there. So 31 fish in a day and a half, basically. And not quite a day and a half, day and a quarter. Not the best from the fish per minute. Go ahead and go dock up here and see what we got. Cafe wise, since we're on this side, didn't get 8 big perch. And didn't get a trophy zander or a trophy ladoga. So nothing there. Let's go see 31 fish. I don't think today was good. I'm going to say it's 120 silver. Worse than that. I was honestly thinking it was closer to 100 and should have said that, but 21 silver for this ladoga, 16 for the zander, so not the best day, but that happens. So we are above 2,000 silver, but either way, we'll be back over on the float character tomorrow. I think I'll go over to Donitz for a little bit, see what we can do there. But no matter what, hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back again tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye now.